During World War II, the U.S. Navy lost 52 submarines to the depths of the ocean, leaving many unanswered questions about their fate. One researcher, Tim Taylor, made it his mission to solve this mystery. His goal was to find these lost submarines, and in 2010 his team located the first one. However, it wasn't until nearly a decade later that they uncovered the most valuable discovery of all, the USS Greyback, a submarine that had mysteriously disappeared without a trace, solving a 75-year-old enigma. The USS Greyback was a key vessel in the U.S. Navy during World War II, and its disappearance had haunted people for years. The submarine had been a formidable weapon against enemy forces, sinking numerous cargo ships and even assisting in the rescue of survivors. The crew had earned respect for their skill and bravery, but despite their success, the submarine vanished after its 10th mission in early 1944, never to be heard from again. Launched in 1941, the USS Greyback was a part of a larger strategy to take down the enemy's ships and submarines. Over its 2 years of service, the submarine had completed 10 successful war patrols, sinking 14 ships and damaging others. In 1942, it made its first significant attack, sinking a large freight ship, and continued its streak of successes, becoming a feared vessel in the Pacific. It was not only effective in combat, but also aided in rescuing 6 survivors from a B-26 plane crash in 1943. However, in January 1944, after a successful mission, the Greyback was sent out for its 10th patrol. By February 1944, after sinking more enemy ships, the submarine had run low on torpedoes and was ordered to return to base. On February 27, 1944, the crew reported one last successful attack on a naval transport vessel, but during that time, the submarine was severely damaged by a Japanese aircraft. This would be the last communication received from the Greyback before it was lost at sea. By March 30, 1944, the U.S. Navy declared the submarine lost. Japanese military reports stated that the Greyback had been attacked by a carrier-based plane and sunk instantly. Anti-submarine craft later depth-charged the area, but no sign of the submarine or its crew was ever found. The loss of the Greyback, with its valuable resources, ammunition, and most importantly, its crew, was devastating for the U.S. Navy and the families of the sailors aboard. Over the decades, the whereabouts of the USS Greyback remained a mystery. The only available clues pointed to the South Pacific, near Okinawa, Japan. Despite multiple efforts, including those by the U.S. military, the submarine was never located. It wasn't until 2010 that ocean explorer Tim Taylor and his team would pick up where the military left off, determined to uncover the truth about the submarine's final resting place. Tim Taylor, an experienced underwater explorer, had worked in the industry for over 3 decades and had a deep passion for solving mysteries like the Greybacks. His research company, Tiburon Subsea, focused on using cutting-edge technology to find and document lost submarines from World War II. Through his Lost 52 project, Taylor's team had already discovered several other World War II submarines before focusing on the Greyback. In 2010, Taylor and his team successfully located the USSR-2, a World War II submarine lost near Key West, Florida, which motivated them to continue their search for the Greyback. They carefully researched historical documents, Japanese records, and any available clues to pinpoint the vessel's location. They eventually found coordinates indicating where a bomb had struck the submarine, but a critical error in translation led to a 100-mile discrepancy in the location. After correcting the coordinates, Taylor's team embarked on a new expedition in June 2019. They sailed to Okinawa, Japan, armed with state-of-the-art sonar technology and submersible drones. Despite facing technical difficulties, including equipment malfunctions and failures, the team persisted. Finally, as they neared the end of their expedition, they made an incredible discovery: the USS Greyback, sitting on the ocean floor 75 years after its sinking. The discovery of the Greyback was a moment of profound emotion, not only for the team, but also for the families of the 80 crew members lost aboard the submarine. To ensure the families had time to process the news, the team privately informed them before the discovery was made public. For Kathy Taylor, the niece of a fallen sailor, the find was especially personal. The mystery was finally solved, and the families were given the closure they had long awaited, providing peace after decades of uncertainty.